Why do we care what people think? This has been on my mind for a little while now. Specifically recently, I've done a lot better with not caring about what people think. After posting online and knowing that friends may be looking, or people that I know may be looking, I've kind of got it in my head that it doesn't matter what these people think about me anymore because I'm just pursuing my dream. And what other people say about that while I'm doing it just doesn't matter. I don't really care. They can hate all they want, they can laugh all they want, whatever. I'm pursuing my dream and I'm proud of myself for that. But my whole life, I've been scared of what people think about me. It's literally changed my actions. My actions changed because of what people thought about me at the time. Specifically in high school and maybe a little bit of middle school. Back in elementary school, I don't think anyone really cared. But yeah, like for example, in middle school, I used to try to be like the quote unquote class clown. Like I have memories of just doing stuff that there was no reason to do other than get a few laughs out of people and get attentions for no reason. And I think I was doing it to get some form of approval from them because I lacked confidence in myself. So I kind of needed them to reinforce the idea that I am a quote unquote cool person. I don't know. This was middle school, and after COVID, that changed when I was in high school. Another thing that I used to do was, if you know what Snapchat is, you could do streaks where like you send a picture to like your friend for every day. If you send one a day, you start a Snapchat streak, and it gives you like a little fire emoji with a number. I used to do that just because other people did that. I only did it to fit in with other people. They would send them to me and I'd be like, oh, they want to do Snapchat streaks. All right, yeah, let's do it because it's cool and I want to fit in. Of course, looking back on it now, it was just a huge waste of time. And again, just looking for some form of approval from friends or people that I might care about their opinions. One of the things that I regret from my childhood was bullying. Specifically in fourth grade, I was bullying this kid because my friends were doing it and I wanted to fit in with them. And it sucks to say that because, of course, now I couldn't imagine myself doing that anymore. But I remember walking up with my two friends and we literally pushed this kid on the floor at recess. And I felt so cool back then. And looking back on it now, I just look like a huge jackass. And I regret it. And I was doing those type of things to prove to myself that I was liked by people. I thought if I lost that place, I'd lose all my friends. In high school, a lot changed for me because of COVID. I was kind of with myself for a lot of the time. Of course, I think everyone was. But being by yourself for so much time, you kind of just forget about the thing trying to impress people because you're just, like I said, by yourself so much time. You're more just living for you. So I kind of got used to the not trying to impress people kind of thing. But I never understood why other people try to do it. But I do remember getting some sort of social anxiety during presentations, like I was saying earlier, with in high school. I mean, like I said, the panic attack things, that would happen in middle school and high school. And it sucked. It sucked really. Like, literally, I would have to do like breathing practices before standing up to talk about something for a minute in front of 20 people because of fear of judgment. And then posting online, like I was talking about, one way that I kind of realized that posting online is not as embarrassing as you might think it is, and not as cringy as you might think it is, because if you're pursuing your dream and someone's judging you on that, it says more about them than it says about you. 100%. If someone's trying to bring you down for pursuing your dream, those are the people that you have to avoid at all costs. Anyway, I want to talk about some of the things that helped me get rid of this social anxiety, get rid of this fear of being judged or looked at weird for being yourself or expressing your opinions. This is a big thing I learned from Alex Hormozy, if you know who he is. He talks a lot about how we're all just going to die one day. And since I've heard that the first time, literally, like, almost all of my social anxiety has gone away. We're on a floating rock in the middle of nothing, around a bunch of floating rocks. Some of them are bright, and some of them are cold. At the speed of light, the universe is expanding, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. We're all going to die one day. Is this opinion going to make my life different? And what I found interesting about people who kind of degrade people who take risk, how can you judge someone for taking a risk that you never took? You have no idea what it's like going through it. You have no idea what the journey looks like. You have no idea what you learn on the journey. You have no idea of anything they're going through. So how can you judge that which you have no idea anything about? But that's more on the pursuing your dreams kind of goal. For things like school and presenting in class, the we're all gonna die one day anyway. There's actually a better thing that I thought of back when I was in high school, and it was, in 5 years, you're not gonna know the name of any of those people in your class unless they're your friends. In 5 years, I'm going to forget literally 95% of the people that I had a class with in 10th grade or 11th grade or even 12th grade, senior year. I'm going to forget all of those people's names. I might remember their face. Why does their opinion matter? And now I want you to think of yourself sitting inside of a classroom and someone else going to present. I want you to think of what you might say to those people in your head if they stutter or maybe they drop something on the way up. Maybe you're like, God damn, when they stutter. Maybe you're like, what are they even talking about when they say something that doesn't make sense to you? Do you think you're going to remember that thought at the end of the day? No, you're not going to remember what you're not going to remember what John said in ELA class today for a presentation, because everyone else is busy worrying about themselves. They don't care about judging you. They don't care about the opinion that they made on you during that ELA class. It just doesn't matter to them. They have so many other things on their plate that they have to worry about. They have to present in that class. They have to do the work, whatever. They have more things to worry about than judging you. And for the few people that do, for the one in them, like, I barely ever see people judge me. And I guess I don't see it. Like, a lot of judging is really in your head. I mean, seriously, what effect does it have on you? What effect does someone's opinion have on you? And if it was like me back in elementary and middle school, where someone's opinion would literally change my actions, then you literally have nothing to worry about. And the last thing that I want to talk about here is that I find letting those little opinions or judgments go, or the little things that you stutter during that presentation, or maybe you stuttered during the interview and you're scared of how they're going to look at you now, letting those things just go. Stop worrying about it. The more you let go, the more peace you're just going to have, because you're going to have more time to focus on what really matters in your life. You're not worrying about other people's opinions when we're all going to die in like 80 years. I want you to really think about that for a second. In 500 years, everything you see around you is not going to be there. Isn't that kind of weird to think about? As you're walking down the street, remind yourself that in not even 500, 200 years, everything that you see around you will be different. Literally every single thing. The road's going to be new. The buildings next to you are going to be either torn down and rebuilt, or they're going to be completely remodeled. All of the people you see around you are going to be dead, and their kids are going to be dead. And then maybe their grandkids will be still alive. Focus on what actually matters in your life, and stop letting people's judgments or opinions, or people that find you cringy or stupid, stop letting them control your life. You're in control of your own life. It doesn't matter what these people think about you. It doesn't matter. It just literally doesn't. It's a negative ROI the more you think about people's judgments on you, instead of focusing on what actually matters in your life. I hope I got my point across there. I feel like I kind of went on a little rant, and I feel like I didn't get my point across as much as I wanted to, but I'm glad I made a video. I'm glad I'm staying consistent. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.